Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. My name is Alf. We have a great race for you today. We have Nath versus Nasho 3D in Majora's Mask Rando Round 1, Season 6. Today, for the comms, we've got Chaotic Yosher and Fifth Whammy, and then we also, for the trackers, we have Night Owl City and Sky Goro. That is everything from me. You guys take it over.
Thank you, Alf. Happy to bring you this round one match between Natherian and Nasho, both participants in our previous standard season. Nasho in particular racked up 5 straight wins in the losers bracket. Quite the run. Actually, is the lower seed today. Both runners, though, have turned in excellent qual results. Expecting a great race today.
It's sure to be a good one.
Yes. Chat, there actually won't be any moon access in Season 6, though there was in one of the presets, though.
I kind of forgot about the presets already. We've been locked in on this so long now.
Feels like a while ago. And indeed, we are getting our countdown. We'll be setting off very shortly. Buckle up, everybody. If the regular bracket races are anything to go by, we're going to get some crazy stuff.
Yeah, the beginning seeds of the bracket have been quite something.
Oh, yes, both runners going immediately for the hook shot on the clock tower ledge. Don't blame them one bit.
Yep, that's definitely what you do when you see that one.
Yeah, no need to delay that one. I think simultaneous cafe peaks.
What's around his neck?
Well, Nathan seemed interested.
Hmm?
Room key on Straw Roof as Nasho picks up the stray fairy from Laundry Pool.
Out of logic, but it'll be handy for getting the toilet hand on the first night. If we get any paper.
Yeah, an easy regrab too if you need it in the future cycle.
Yep. And I guess, never mind. It's not out of logic at all.
That's true. Yeah, the immediate hook shot, it is in logic.
You don't think about that a minute in.
Yeah, a refreshing change from yesterday. Ooh, West Clock Town, 3 IC. That's a high count. And that hookshot getting another immediate use on Stumpy.
Ooh. The sort of opposite setup you see for Stumpy. You're usually dreading to see the hook on there, not the beans.
Yeah, that bean could be in use somewhere else, just need a source of water. Beaver Race off the table. Repeat, I see West Clock Town. Snowhead. Completely foolish. Ooh, here's your spice. Gossip Stones. Wallet. Required. Ooh, that's gonna be lovely to route in. You need a song and a transformation mask for that. Ooh. Nath going south into Road the Seven Swamp. Gonna read a gossip there. What do we find? Clock Tower Roof. One important item. That could be the song for gossips.
It very well could be.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out the mask and the song do need to match. So Deku Sonata, Goron Lullaby, or Zora, New Wave. Yeah, Nasho's sticking around Termina Field. Gonna visit P-Hats. Breaks the stick at on the wall at just the right angle. That's gonna be worth double damage on the jump slashes. A nice time save for a common early task in MMR.
And it looks like Nath might be pushing to bank 2 as early as possible. Maybe try to skip out on the wallet, who knows?
Could be possible, and there's a mirror shield right there, Road to Southern Swamp Grotto. It's a nice find. New gossip for us. Ocean Spider House dead. They want reward dead anyway. Chest very much in the running though. Nath full of rupees for that tingle. Nothing on the tingle. Nothing on Fisherman Game either. Thanks to Nasho's Milk Road gossip. Nasho following up with their own tingle. Nothing too exciting there, but a heart container, a decent pickup. Runners also always appreciate an extra heart or two early. Nath has the owl and Swamp headed back to Clocktown. Nasho going for horse race.
Definitely a good one to get done early. It is Sphere 0.
Is that magic at the bomb shot for 50?
It sure
It
is. So much for the bank 2 rush.
Yeah, 49, still good progress toward bank.
Yep, you always want one that isn't a full 99.
Wonder if Nath will make it to Madame Maroma in office before the meeting with Gorman. Letter to cafe on the tree. That's good for paper.
True.
Yeah, magic also one of the items in West Clocktown that counts toward that 3IC. Tingle here, 5 rupee item up for grabs. Piece of heart. Nath keeping it as 5.
And with the early hook shot, you definitely want to do your tingles as soon as you can.
They are fully logical tingles. Right. Apana carrying Nasho to RTSS.
And we're trapped in conversation over on Nath's side.
Yeah, this meeting starts shortly after 10:45, goes for about an hour. Unfortunate timing for Nath.
This is exactly why I do it after pushing night 1. I don't even want to think about what the time it is for that conversation.
Yeah, we'll see if Nath picks it back up after, say, East Clocktown Chest, and looks like we are going to get a res mix up here. Nash, on the other hand, now has Mirror Shield. Another tingle. Alright. You'll get to the counter around 150, and Postman will show up soon after. They've taken the opportunity to route in that room key check. Nothing special. Piece of heart. Better than bomb shoes, I guess.
Definitely a little better than nothing. Especially early game, I do like seeing some hearts.
Stockpot Inn is the only inn that pays you. Postman had another red rupee on Postman's freedom, so no need for that. Now Nath can go get Madame Aroma in office. Over on Nasho's side, there's magic. Well, West Clocktown IC3 and a required wallet on Gossip Stones have given our runners something else to think about for sure. And that's a very convenient silver given the circumstances.
Yeah, you really like silvers on this when we're very tempted by Bank 2.
I believe Nath will be headed to Night 1 after a stray freight pickup. Start with Guru Guru. Continue, usually West Clocktown is the line of play here. Well, Nasho breaks the stick successfully. Dongos are putting up a little resistance. Good jumps. And another 300 rupees from the Dongos. One of the perks of taking them out early.
I used to take the Dodongos out early, but they just kill me. At the start of the run, I just put them off.
Yeah, the jumps are not super forgiving timing-wise. It's a very tight window. 2 frames, I'm told. Especially if you're going there without a Deku Stick in hand.
Especially.
It's one of my misgivings about the Observatory opener, actually. Perhaps my only misgiving is that usually you're not going to have a stick. Nasho gonna go ahead and do bombers. Eighth Night 1 misses. Husband's game by a frame. Goes ahead and reattempts. Ah, a silver from the postman. I certainly wouldn't turn that down.
Certainly not. I would have went right to the bank. Just in case Swordsman School's given me another.
I mean, there's a decent chance of a required or important item on Swordsman School. There's not a huge number of checks in West Clocktown. Oh. Meanwhile, Nasho, we were distracted by minigames, picked up ice arrows on North Clocktown, non-transformation fairy. A nice catch. Full deposit away from Bank 1 for Nasho. Swordsman School not paying off. And we're going to see Bank 1. Deku. Good quick pickup of Bank from Nath there. That's 2 of our 3 ICs confirmed for West Clocktown.
And you're really hoping it's Bank 2 that's the third one. Because otherwise it could be Bank 3.
Yeah, if you can get Bank 2 out of logic, you have, you know, the possible ability to skip Gossip Stones here. There's a risk because if some other wallet check is required, you could be hosed. But Gossip Stones takes a while, and would need Sonata, assuming that's on CTR. We're getting K-Sword Dodongos from Nath, doing pretty well. Did take a couple hits. Good work.
Yeah, you got to do 6 for that one, so you got to get your timing right or you're getting tail whipped.
Nasho going ahead and doubling right now. Already picked up the Stray Fairy. Can happily do that.
I like this thing that I've been seeing for routing where we grab Epona after Dodongos. I'm a big fan of that.
There's a fair bit of distance to travel. You do have to disembark twice if you want the Gossips here. And that's Letter to Mama on Bomber's Hide and Seek. Might be worth writing down their number.
That's a good point. If I did this in a race, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Icona Great Fairy hinted. And hinted dead. Nath detouring the road to Icona. Very reasonable with hook in hand. Icona, a little... Okay, that is wooden. Nasho doing the same circle routine around TF, but on foot. Nasho just in the 40 rupees up here on the pillar.
Definitely a good spot.
Alright, and the clock is going to strike 11 for Nath. Yeah, with West Clocktown IC, you've got to be thinking about Granny here.
Yep, you definitely don't want to miss that one on this seed.
Trip to Milk Road. This should net the owl and a tingle.
And a
There's
hint.
the rupee cent. We could have one more important item somewhere in West Clocktown. Alright. Now Nasho calling upon her. Has a lot more time on the clock to burn.
I didn't see a single item Tingle was selling.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything special on that tingle. Nasho visited it earlier. Yeah, we could get one more transformation mask on Bank, but then we hit our 3 IC and can't have any more after that. West Clocktown IC can be very valuable because there's a lot of painful checks that you can eliminate. Particularly the banks and A&M purchase.
Even Rosa Sisters is sort of rough because you're locked into at least 30 seconds of cutscene there.
Yeah, the best use of Rosa Sisters is as a bio break.
That's true.
It says
We don't get very many of those.
Yeah, that and Dog Race I think are the best opportunities. And Granny's got milk. No bottle to put it in though. Meanwhile, Nasho's made a West play. Has some time, has a hook shot to get Tingle down. And this is going to be Ice Arrows for Nath coming up. Transformation Fairy also accessible for Nath right here. Nasho at the pass.
Maybe it'll be another elemental.
Oh, there's an interesting pickup. Romani's Mask in the Great Big Coast Grotto.
That might be what our wallet's worth for.
Yeah, in Season 6, there's a 200 rupee purchase behind that. That is shuffled. If the milk bar has something expensive, then there is probably no skipping Gossip Stones. Alright, we're gonna see the 90 rupee purchase here. Mask of Sense. Huh. That's an interesting place for it in a 3IC.
I'm gonna boldly guess it's not an important item.
There are
Could
circumstances
happen.
where, yeah, where it can be important to purchase a... I think it has to be important for a... Does it have to be important for a blue potion?
Yeah, I would think it would have to be important for a blue potion leading to a wallet. Although that might not be relevant. I never understand with the alternate paths overlapping what to do mentally.
Yeah, I'm not personally sure what to make of that Mask of Sense right now. I'm not sure I would be able to definitively say that's the third IC if I were in the runner's shoes.
So I guess
Okay.
if left side well is required, it could be a 1-star.
It could be. Meanwhile, Nath making a palace play. It's a very reasonable thing to do when you've got Deku and Hook.
It's definitely a thing you're logically able to do, so why not push it, basically?
Yeah, you get a song too. Songs are usually a good thing to do when you have the chance. That room key could be used to visit Toilet Hand pretty easily. I do wonder if Nasho will stop by the milk bar after finishing up here.
I would imagine he will be.
Moon's Tear on the Bean Man. Nath doesn't need to buy a bean, already has one in possession.
We've certainly
If he
got a
looks,
bit of an interesting start so far to this race. We're sort of neck and neck on the racer's end of things, but we got a hook start.
Hook starts, Deku on Bank 1, West Clocktown IC3, and 2 of those are Magic and Deku. We also have a required wallet on the Gossip Stones. So Bank 2 has to be a prime suspect right now for our runners.
You're hoping it's Bank 2. Otherwise, you're looking for 2 wallets, possibly.
Sense is on the big bomb bag purchase, cost 90. Speaking of bombs, there's a blast mask in Deku Palace West Garden. Nasho gonna go ahead, toss in Letter to Cafe. I don't think that's where Andrew meant it to go. And yeah, Total Hand gives up a mask about staying up at night. You know, very appropriate. So Nasho now has A&M. Right here, in stock but in already. Could double right now, make use of that A&M, get 2 checks.
That might be what's happening here. Oh. Oh, we're gonna make sure we check the milk bar though. Good play.
Good thinking.
Don't get
And
caught up in it here.
yeah, and with the room key, you can pretty easily get back into Granny. Or, yeah, we have 2 grandmas here. Oh. A bottle for 20. Keaton mask for 200. If Keaton quiz has something, that would explain the wallet required. Also, the bottle for 20, probably worth purchasing. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Nasho just gonna go ahead and do grandma stories to day 3 here, and there's Sonata, Vanilla Sonata on the Imprisoned Monkey.
So what's Clock Down Roof gonna be?
Hmm.
We were
Yeah,
definitely suspecting a Sonata there.
Nath has access to Gossip Stones. Seems like ideal Night 3 time kill to me. Nath going to at least peek Soul Spider House reward. That's not going to be it. Not diving in all the way to the Gossip. That's a bit out of the way. I can totally understand that.
Woodfall Temple is a bit of a tough sell without the bow, but you have the hook. So I personally would, but I understand why most wouldn't.
Yeah, I think at the very least you hit the owl. And then...
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, there's enough to do and you don't have bow. That you could feasibly delay it here. Oh. A miscue on the jump to the corner of the rock. Execution on that can be tricky. But thankfully Nathan didn't have a lot of hell for double defense or something, so...
Yeah, double defense would be rough here.
There we are. Nice work, Nath. Nasho opting to spend Night 3 going to Palace. Very reasonable play there. Does mean that it probably won't be spent on that wallet, though.
Yeah, by the time you wrap up the owl, you're probably almost done. You're almost at midnight.
Fox, I don't believe we've even seen Observatory.
Ooh.
Garrow's Mask in Woodfall. That is Icona access.
That sure is.
Yeah, if you bought the Mask of Sense and you get the wallet from Gossip Stones, you can use it to get a blue potion. Would blue potion be logical in this case? Well, probably not to get to the Poison Swamp, since you need to go to Poison Swamp to get Garrow's Mask in the first place. Yeah, with a Sphere Zero Deku and a required wallet, TF Scrub, I feel like it's worth fitting in here. Lens of Truth as well. Lots of truth, magic. All you need is Goron and a bow, and you could pick up Elder Goron. Right, this looks like a Mystery Woods play for Nath. Still no bottle on his part. Nasho had the opportunity to buy the milk bottle from the milk bar for 20, but passed on it. Good thinking from Fox in chat. Deku, Honey, and Darling on day 3. On the table.
For one of our runners.
That's a new hint. Goron race gone.
Well, Nasho will be able to get to Honey and Darling. It's just it'll be on a new cycle at this point.
Whoa! Bow in Mystery Woods day 2.
Well, not necessary to do it Deku now.
Yeah, Nate's got that. Nasho would have to wait till a new cycle.
Well, now we do Woodfall Temple easy.
Yeah, we've got a clearable Woodfall Temple with the exception of the frog. Yeah, that's got to be a priority as well. We're at the 30-minute mark. We're pretty well equipped. Bow, magic, ice, Deku, hook, Garo, explosives, a functional lens of truth, even a bottle if we want it. Yes, we have upper Icona access, no less. Nath is going for it. We are seeing a day 2 Woodfall Temple.
Day 2 first cycle.
31 minutes, 7 seconds, first dungeon. In we go. I respect the play. It's progression, it's decent density. I'm trying to remember, was that a bottle of Chateau Romani?
I looked like a bottle. That was really quick.
That could be first bottle for Nath. Actually, no, it was just Chateau.
Oh.
There is no bottle in his inventory.
You're not getting that source of Chateau ever again.
I'm trying to remember where Romani's mask was. It was Garpe Coast Grotto, right. Nasho has been there, and Nath has not. And Nasho's past midnight now on night 3. Could totally go back and visit the milk bar, and that looks like a Bombchu.
That's a Bombchu, yep.
Here comes Garo and Lens of Truth for Nasho. We'll have access to Woodfall Temple. Crucially, we'll not have the bow, though. Also, running out of time a day. I'm expecting a cycle soon from Nasho after some clock town cleanup. At a minimum, you mustn't forget the peak A&M purchase here.
Yeah, that would be a brutal miss.
Last key for Nath. And lens for Nasho. Nasho soars, presumably Clocktown. Yes.
I would hope so.
And now it's cleanup time. Here's Moon's Tear, that's a good pickup.
No, I didn't even notice we got the Moon's Tear.
Nasho, a known aficionado of Blastmass tech, happily blasting over and handing off Moon's Tear. To no avail, though. But you can't deny it was that it was stylish.
It was.
Alright. This should be the bottle pickup for Nasho. Right side Woodfall Temple, pretty quiet for Nath.
That will actually be pretty good for Nasho. When they go through Woodfall Temple, they'll have actionable Chateau more than likely. Unless he puts something in the bottle before going to the temple.
Stockpot in staff room, nothing there.
Did we see the A&M purchase?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Nasho gonna presumably bank, peek that A&M. No observatory visit from either runner, so I guess they'll try to pick up TF Scrub on a new cycle. Here's our A&M purchase. Is this the third IC? No, it's a bomb show. A sigh of relief for our runners. Round 273 in the bank for Nasho. 3 deposits with a small wallet. And there's a noteworthy silver on East Clocktown chests. Might be worth re-grabbing. Yeah, this is still a wide open seed. We've got a lot of checks on the table to think about. And
Healing?
that's a colorless song. A required colorless song, no less. If it's healing, it's a great opportunity to do Gossip Stones as time kill for Camaro. Nath about to close out Woodfall Temple. It will be a K-Sword Adalwa. Does have magic at least. Goes for spin attacks. Lands a few.
I don't know where we got it, but we are on Razor Sword, so it's not too bad.
Oh, yes, that's right. Madame Aroma in Office had Razor Sword.
Ah, okay.
Had it?
Storms?
That's... Yeah,
That's about
it's
as clear
storms.
cut as you could get.
It's storms. This is a Pamela seed. There is no other way. We have a bottle that could be used to water beans otherwise, but you can't use bottled water for Pamela. You need storms.
You could water your Pamela, but we'd all look at you funny.
That's one of the more powerful clock tower roof hints I've seen. This is a confirmed Pamela seed at sub 39.
Now, are we going to rush it?
Yeah, in the midst of that excitement, Nath found double magic on Odola. Has one dungeon done. And that was that healing as Boss Blue Warp's song?
I didn't look in the slightest.
I'm seeing healing marked on Nath's tracker. Alright, well, that's that. We got both the components for required Pamela in the span of a minute on stream here.
We
Everybody.
Sure did.
What a confection of a seed we have. Yes, we're worth remembering. Nath's still day 2, cycle 1.
And the observatory has a fire arrows for us.
Oh, thank goodness. Last thing I needed is a fire arrow casino. Nath headed west. Should be getting Romani's mask shortly. Fires for Nasho. Yeah, in all the excitement, hopefully Nath does not neglect Observatory. It can happen if you don't do it in the early game. And here it could really bite. Romani's mask from Nath. We're going to... for a moment I thought Nasho was going to scoop the fairy, but... Nope, Blast Mask Tech all the way to Cape. Might be a bit before Nasho goes back to Mystery Woods. When they do, they will have a bottle to fill with red potion for Kome, which Nath did not have. Alright. Nath has had enough of this cycle, it seems. A direct double to night 3.
That seems like a really dangerous backflip blast mask tech to be doing, because you could very easily just west your way through the water. And I don't think that's legal.
Alright. RTSS. 2 important items. Nasho got the hints from the Cape Gossip. And there's a keg on Cape's tree ledge? Or no tree ledge?
One of the ledges.
We had Mirror Shield in RTSS Grotto, so that's important. The other one, I don't think there was anything else on Tingle. I think, yeah, they would have gotten the tree if it had something, so probably Swamp Archery might be worth investigating. Yeah. Nath also taking the time to go to Cape. Yeah, did have healing, but declined to do Macau. And there's an extra silver in Cape Grotto. And Bo was in Mystery Woods Day 2 Grotto. Nath got it, Nasho did not. $372 in the bank for Nasho. 2 deposits away as it stands.
At this point, you're probably going to be rushing it. You're kind of running out of things to do.
Yeah, unlike Nasho, Nath can go ahead and peek the like here thanks to that bow. Just the red rupee. Yeah, best part of that Cape trip, or this Cape trip, might be that IC, and possibly 100 rupees in the grotto. We're gonna find out more about TF Scrub shortly. Not sure remembering the rupees in the tree, though I'm not sure where the second rupee dropped to.
I think Epona's standing right on top of it.
I'm not sure where it went.
Sometimes it goes
Not
in
sure
the tree.
It's not TF Scrub. Another wallet suspect gone. Alright. Nath interested in Swamp Archery, thanks to that hint. But it's 10 o'clock. It is now closed.
Ooh, and we don't know that. That's too bad.
Yes.
Oh, no, we're just getting the money.
And we'll not be able to refresh, though. Yeah, time of day can be a real fly in the ointment sometimes.
That is a pretty good comedy option, Kirby fan. I like that a lot. Vanilla Gibdo on Pamela for Goron on left side well. Thus, Mask of Senses 1 star, and the wallet is required for Smithy 1.
In the meantime, Beaver Race has been hinted dead by the Road to Icona gossip, and Nasho taking a peek at Kita and the Graveyard Grotto. We'll have access to Upper Icona. Oh, and there's a small gilded here for the taking. Milk. Not much good, except in the well. Taking advantage of Deku's quick drinking animation to empty that bottle. And here's a fish. Yes. We have. Alright. This should be a bottle. Yes. Yeah. Nath does a second look, picks up the bottle. Nasho engaging Kita. Does not have the bow, however. Ooh. This is tech I've heard about,
What?
but never actually seen. Backflipping up
That's some good tech.
by the wall. He's going to be able to intercept Kita here.
I suppose if you don't have a bomb bag, this is a real good option.
Good improvisation from Nasho here. Always nice to see clever thinking from our runners. Yeah, Nath will have to sleep on that one because it is night 3. Kita goes down. Whoa!
Ooh. Bailed out.
Excellent news for Nasho. That's a bow. Yeah, that's logical access to Pamela. Yeah, I mean technically well, I guess not quite logical access to Pamela from Nasho's perspective because you need a bow to do Kita in logic.
I didn't even think about the fact he was doing keto without a bow.
Yeah, traditionally when people do Kita out of logic they use Goron, but the backflip tech is mentioned in the trick list in MMR, and we all got to see a live demonstration of it today. Meanwhile, Nath has had enough of this cycle. Is gonna get the news. Nath already knows it storms. I believe Nath has earned the certification for cycle 1, yes. And Snowhead Great Fairy, the last always hint. All the always hints dead except for Gossip Stone's wallet required. Yeah, we're just missing 2 Foolishes. We've only got the Snowhead Temple full Foolish. If Nath knows his logic, you should know that is Pamela. Yeah, good point in chat. We've got both of the normally dud songs. They're not dud today. Every single song is required today. Which means you gotta do eggs, you gotta do Elder Goron, you've gotta do Egos, you gotta do everything.
Do we have confirmation on whether it's Zora eggs or fairy eggs?
I don't think we've seen a fairy skip yet on either, scoop yet on either side. Nasho taking their bow immediately to Woodfall Temple.
And
Yeah.
Nasho being able to use fire arrows to make it even faster than it was for Nath.
Yeah, fires and hook. Nath wants that silver. Haven't seen Nath's bank balance lately. But they've both gotten bank 1. Nasho is, I believe, 2 deposits away.
Is Nasho just gonna run through and beat the temple? Surely he's gonna do the track sig.
Bank 2 is not it. That's a successful out of logic bank 2, but for no required or important item. Yeah, it's Chimera's Mask, it's bank 3, or that Mask of Sense actually is 1 star. Nasho really wanting to keep hold of that fish there.
It's an important fish.
Yeah, could not do Lapfish on their first visit to GBC. Yeah, Chad, I'm not sure you immediately believe the sense either. Skepticism is very healthy here. Even if you have Icona access this early. Alright. Good thing from Nath, picking up a red potion to give to Shiro on the way to Pamela.
Nasho's blast mask tech is incredible. I love watching every second of it.
Yeah, still have not seen Gibdo for well, however. Yeah, the Garrow was in the Poison Swamp or beyond the Poison Swamp in Woodfall, so I don't see how Sense can be used for swamp access here. Just a red from Shiro. It will stop by the graveyard. We'll see Kita get a second bow. Yeah, the West Clock Tower items, Magic on 50 rupee purchase, Deku on Bank 1, Sense on 90 rupee purchase. It's IC3. We know Magic counts, we know Deku counts, we don't know about Sense. Clock Tower Roof, IC1 had the Song of Storms. And since we had a bottle elsewhere, that means required Pamela. Road to Southern Swamp had the Mirror in the Grotto. We don't know about the second item, it is IC2. We're thinking Swamp Archery. Yeah, the required wallet is a good enticement to do TF Scrub. It's a factor that's not normally in play when you have cases of observatory skipping. Of course, there's also that Keaton mask that our runners have to consider. A rare miss from Nasho on the Blast Mash jump. Nath getting a second bow. Kita's all done. Time to head up to Icona toward Pamela.
Oh god, Pamela could be the wallet. The second wallet. That would be crazy.
That's possible. Let's look at the items we have left. Lights, Goron, Zora, Captains. Also Gibdo. I guess it could be Gibdo.
Vanilla Gibdo?
Vanilla Gibdo for a required well. If that were the case, I think we would get the 1 star in the sense. There was a bank 2. Nath did get bank 2, it was dead. So other IC candidates for West Clocktown are bank 3 and Rosa Sisters. That's all we haven't seen.
And we have seen the Termina Field scrub.
Yes, both finishers. Or not both finishers. Both runners having finished Woodfall Temple before the hour mark. They finished the dungeon first, but crucially is missing those fires on Observatory. Nasho does have Pamela access. I believe has hit the owl earlier. Might be getting synchronized Pamela. Oh no, that's a sword back to Clocktown.
Would have been very cool to have it synchronized Pamela, but unfortunately we have to walk still.
Yes. And by the way, we've passed the 1 hour mark. Happy hour, everybody.
Happy Pamela hour, everybody.
It is going to be Pamela hour. Let's celebrate Pamela hour here in round 1 of the season 6 tournament for MMR. I'm Fifth Whammy with fellow commentator Chaotic Yosher. Thanks to Trackers, Skygoro, and Night Owl City for keeping us straight. Thanks to Alpha Restreamer for taking care of things there. And thank you to you, the viewers, for tuning into this remarkable seed we've got. And now let's all smile wistfully at this adorable reunion. There it is, Zora. Pamela for Zora.
Now half the game has opened.
Alright, so we're down to Goron, Lights, Captains. We know all 3 are required. We need all the songs. I don't think we've seen the egg scoop on either side yet. Both runners stuck at 1 bottle, not wanting to risk their capacity to find out. Nasho making a north play. Perhaps a bit hesitant to visit Pamela? Hasn't realized the implications of storms on the roof? Huh. Nasho does at least have fires and explosives. Okay, soaring back.
Maybe just wanted the owl available.
I suppose that's progression.
Well, we're going west again. Okay, bank 2 push. I don't know that he would have gotten any rupees by going north.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure there, but hey, can't blame Nasho for the deposit. Alright, here's Nath thinking of Swamp Archery. We'll be on time this time. Yeah, that Zora... Not the most wonderful news if you're rooting for Nath. Lots more to do that isn't Observatory.
Oh, we might be getting Swamp Archery convergence.
Yeah, both runners have seen the hint. Huh. That could be a required item, could just be a bottle. But I don't think our runners would turn down a second bottle at this point. Yeah, synchronized Swamp Archery coming up. Though, it might manage to finish first. Alright, the perfect comes down on the left, as Nasho starts on the right. 43.32 for Nath, good time. Or Nath. Nath. I'm interchanging it, sorry. Ooh. Swamp Title Deed. Nath can turn it in.
Now he might want to go north a little bit more than before.
Yeah, and we know it's not for Toilet Hand. Oh,
We could see a Goron mask, although I don't think we've seen Landied yet. Did we see Moonsteer? I think we did.
Moonsteer on the Bean Man in Deku Palace. Swamp Title Deed on Swamp Archery. I think it's our first Laugh-Fish of the stream as well.
It's true, Nasho is a lot better set up to turn in the Swamp Title Deed now. It's all according to plan.
Yeah, and we were doubting that North Owl earlier. And you still want to do Pamela, though, but... They've taken the deed. Headed to Zora Cape. Well, it's another owl at least. But not a lot else pointing you to Cape or Hole otherwise. Oh, there's a frog. Living underwater. A very appropriate place for a frog. Are we getting a fishwalk attempt from Nasho here?
But will we get an ethical fishwalk attempt?
Close. Yeah, Scarecrow's Song an option here, but this saves time if you can get
It's
it clear.
good!
It's good, and it's back in the bottle. That fish has traveled with Nasho for a while. Even went to Woodfall Temple and back, if I recall correctly.
I believe you would be right.
Stone Mask on Lulu's Ledge. Not logically useful, but can save time. Both runners have already been to Palace, though, so that cuts down on the value some. Ooh, big chest hot spring water grotto. That is... Huh. Bomb bag.
I don't think Nasho's going to be using it.
I don't think we've seen a Honey and Darling play from either runner, despite the Deku and Magic combo. That does open that up, as well as right side well. Should Gibdo pop up. Alright, Nasho will get to see what biggest bomb bag purchase is in the text here. Ah, just the magic bean. Also, Nath has a scooped fairy. I didn't see this scoop live on
That looked like a
screen.
wallet.
That was a wallet. Nasho picked up a wallet.
So it's just bank 3. We're not doing gossip stones today.
Yeah, I think if both wallets are required and one wallet was not walking the other, so... Yeah, do bank 3. Yeah, extra bottle for Nasho as well.
Really like the bottle when we're doing real eggs.
Opting for a cycle here. Yeah, Nasho and Nath had a scooped fairy. I believe that does indicate real eggs. Yeah, they've our runners have a couple wallets worth of farming to do. Takuri a good option. Likely the best option right now.
Ooh, and we're doing the song wall to start off the farming, it looks like. A nice 60 rupee start.
Light arrows would be very nice here if we could find them. But we can be pretty sure that Bank 3 is one of Goron, Lights, or Captains, or something leading to it. Yeah, Nasho opting for Songwall and 3 Dodongos, which would be a wallet full. Also doesn't need any arrows, unlike Takuri. Nath going ahead, making a Lens Elder Goron play, but can't really get the Elder Goron song without Goron. You can heal Darmani, but you can't even scoop the water here without Goron to pull the grave.
Unfortunately, not even Zora can pull the grave.
And Nasho cycling again.
Let's repeat the song wall.
Meanwhile, Nath is awarded the Great Fairy's Mask from Darmani.
Might be helpful.
Yes, welcome in, Banjo Race. You've come right in to an MMR Season 6 race. We've had a required Pamela, 2 required wallets, a boatload of fun and excitement. Just, without the boat. Boat archery is confirmed dead. Yeah, Nath will be able to do Zoe Grotto can turn in the Swamp Title Deed. We'll get the wallet info. Yeah, Nasho taking a creative route to 200 rupees here.
The curry probably is simpler, especially between having Razor and Fires. But this is cooler in my eyes.
Yes. One nice thing about Nate's trip here is that it's still night 1. Human can talk to Baby Goron and learn about the Elder Goron. Takuri managed to steal a sword in yesterday's stream.
It's
Early
true.
on. Yeah, talking as human actually works here.
Yep,
And
talking as any form will work.
yeah, Nath's link will keep that knowledge in between cycles, so no need to visit the Goron Shrine again. Alright, this time Nasho picking up a silver from Grass Grotto. No, silver from ECT Ferry and not ECT Chest, and then silver from Grass Grotto might have been quicker than the Dodongos and Songwall if Nasho had Zora. That would have helped. Zora, of course, on Pamela,
True.
which Nasho still needs to pick up. Second bottle for Nath. That's Bank 3 for Nasho. Bank 3 is Goron. That closes out the West Clocktown IC. And we now know that that sense is foolish. Yeah, we're down to just lights and Captain's Hat now. We've exhausted all our hands except for 2 foolishes somewhere. We know nothing is in Snowhead Temple. Nath taking the first visit to Great Big Coast Ledge, the seed. Peeked a bottle. Wants to go ahead and claim it, since we are suspecting actual eggs. Yeah, Nath only has the blast mask here. This tech will be trickier. Alright, first trip to Ranch of a restream. Nasho learns that Zora Hall is foolish. That's our second foolish. And Beneath the Well foolish. So just like that, we get our 2 remaining foolishes from 2 different locations. Nath proceeding to Pirate's Fortress. Does not have Goron, cannot go to sewers. Nasho, on the other hand, still needs to pick up that Zora from Pamela. I've got a big chest on. Ooh. Pictograph box from Donkey Racetrack Roof.
Could
2
be
checks behind
big.
that. Yeah, well, 1 check. Zora Hall is
One
dead.
check, yeah.
Yeah, just gotta grab a pick a tingle. Turn that in and you're done with your Picto. Alright, on stream we have seen all the hints. Nath doesn't know about Zora Hall. Nasho doesn't know about Beneath the Well. Well, Nasho could extrapolate from that sense on the 90 rupee purchase, but it's a bit of fuzzy logic. Alright, yeah, Nath found his second copy of Beneath the Well Foolish, and... Did he? No. Nasho found the second copy of Beneath the Well. Sorry. Was a little confused by Nath's tracker for a moment. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, Nasho remembering that keg in Zora Cape. Visiting the cows. FD on a cow.
And suddenly
That-
combat is no problem today.
Yeah, Nasho will get a refund for this time spent. Huh, and Gilded Sword as well.
All 3?
Yeah. Combat cows.
Combat cows indeed.
Curious tidbit, you can't soar directly from the barn for some reason. Yeah, that's why we don't need to do ranch defense this seed. The cows are prepared as it is.
They'll take the cows, but they won't come back.
Oh,
This is.
was there GFS in PFI?
Oh, is that where that makes more sense? Yeah, it was. Not all of them were in the ranch.
Okay, so Nath's pretty well equipped too. I wonder if Nath has realized the implications of the Road to Southern Swamp IC2 in that wallet. Heck Trial and Ocean Title Deed. Nasho gonna save that for later. We'll probably grab a second keg if intending to revisit. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, this is gonna be an Elder Goron pickup for Nasho. Gotta do it at some point. Why not now? Yeah, logically, Goron needs both wallets, and that's why Gossip Stones is marked as a required wallet. Since you can get the wallet on Goron Village Ledge without doing Gossip Stones, the only possible way, both wallets can be required if one doesn't lock the other, is for either A&M purchase or Bank 3 to have a required item, and we know A&M purchase is dead. Therefore, Bank 3. Snowhead Temple was fully foolish, Fox. Zero important items. And that's going to be New Wave on Elder Goron. Nasho can't take advantage yet. Still needs to do Pamela.
And there's nothing stopping Nasho from doing Pamela. He has everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nasho even has the owl.
Oh, that's even funnier.
Now you're going to proceed through Path to Snowhead, take a look at 2 checks, hit the owl, then we'll see what Nasho does next. Yes, Zora on Pamela, Clock Tower Roof, IC1 for the Song of Storms. And since we found a bottle in the milk bar, therefore we need storms for Pamela, not for a bean. Natherian had Pamela at 1 hour, 1 minute. Fastest Pamela I've ever seen. Yeah, Story of the Seed has been a very quick Woodfall Temple, followed by a lot of rooting around involving that West Clocktown IC3. Final result of that, thanks to Road to Southern Swamps IC2 leading to a wallet, is that Bank 3 was required. There was also a Gossip Stones having a required wallet hint too involved in that. So a pretty twisty seed logic-wise. Every IC having an impact here. Yeah, Nasho stopping by Secret Shrine Grotto first. There's a frog in Secret Shrine Grotto, an appropriate place for a frog. There's water there for him to jump around in. I believe this is the Pamela play. Okay, so Nasho did not get the well hint, it seems like. Right, where is Nasho heading?
Not Pamela.
Passing by the Storm's Cave. Wants to peek the ledge to see if that Goron, or if that ocean title deed on Keg Trials needed. A Natherian going for Bank 3 using the Swamp Archery bushes to do it.
Okay, Nasho's finally getting his second bow.
Yeah, Nasho passing right by the required Pamela. Nath, for his part, still missing fires on Observatory. Nath pulling out the GFS. Are we seeing a Takuri attempt here? Oh, Not this will be Dodongos as well?
Pamela had Zora today. And I guess if Nasho would be confused, the way I would be confused about it is seeing that Snowhead Temple 0 items hint and thinking, well, healing can't be pointing to anything, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah, the distinction between Fool Foolish and Accept Song can be really tough to take advantage of sometimes. Yeah, there's a good Takuri kit with double magic elemental arrows, GFS possibly. But the Dongo's the money farm of choice for our runners. Nasho completing Mystery Woods. Did Nasho give a red potion to Kwame?
He might have, but I don't think I saw him do that.
Have both runners isolated Kwame? Oh, he did. He did, okay.
Or yeah, the monkeys wouldn't be there if he didn't.
That's true. And there's a spare red potion there in Nasho's inventory.
I guess that one's for Shiro.
Yeah, Nath was the one who did Shiro on the way to Icona to pick up Pamela. Okay. Nasho soared back to Icona to get a picture of Tingle to turn in alongside the Kwame pickup.
I mean, now is a good time to get that done for sure.
Yes. Nasho being thorough about everything except Pamela.
Except Pamela.
Nath headed back to Swamp Archery for more rupee farming.
Oh, I guess we haven't done the punch rock.
Also a good pickup. Considering that Goron was on bank 3 to delay in grabbing it, quite understandable.
Yep.
Yeah, both our runners have Gossip Stone trackers up and are actively using them.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess neither runner would have done this then. Now we have scrub relocation available.
That's another thing Nasho can go back to
Incredibly
Swamp.
thorough.
I suppose it's a very efficient clearing of the remaining Southern Swamp pickups, but...
His efficiency senses were going through the roof on that one.
Ladder to damper indeed. It's a real damper for Pamela fans. And there is finally is bank 3 for an Ethereum. Resourceful grabbing of rupees there. Now that's Goron. Fires, lights, and captains to go for Nath. Right, so there's Picto. There's Kwame for Camaros, which we now know is dead thanks to the West Clocktown 3 SC. So some good cleaning up from Nasho, but they missed a spot though.
Has Nath gotten anything that is Zora locked at this point?
Coming back for this third bottle.
Okay.
Still lacking that bomb bag, which would have offered some flexibility in, making long jumps like this. Oh, but this time Nath gets the blast mask. Good for him. Nasho getting a keg. Are we seeing a keg trial pickup for the Ocean Tattle Dude? Three bottles for Nath. Nath already went
Cade
to...
Castle is what we're seeing.
Yeah, a while back. Okay, are we back now?
Hello, can you hear us now? Neat.
Excellent.
Well, Nasho is almost done with Cade Castle, or at least the keg part of Cade Castle.
Yes, we got a postman's hat pickup for Nath in sewers. Another gilded here.
Ooh,
Yeah, with Bank 3 solved, the wallet will not be as effective in luring Nath back to TF Scrub.
that's true.
Yeah, Nath will be getting 2 more eggs here. And a trip to Pinnacle Rock should close out Baby Zorus. We see Deku Soldier. Oh no. Gilded Sword today. What's your health, Nasho? Nasho's good, Egos goes down, and that's Oath. Keg Castle was not required today.
Honestly, that's for the better for Nasho. Eventually, Nasho is just gonna run out of checks. And without Zora, he's gonna run out a lot faster than Nath would.
That does mean our runners lose out on the option of using the Oath hint to locate captains.
That's true.
It's a pickle. Natherian hesitant to do Elder Goron, which has New Wave. Nasho hesitant to do Pamela, which has Zora. If progression lies in GPT, we're not going to find out for a little bit. Yeah, funny enough, Sky, Storms is the clock tower roof I see. And yeah, here we have a Keaton buy.
Actually,
Would
kind
you
of
have been
surprising that it's the first buy of the Keaton mask.
not immediately turning in Keaton? Nasho wants rupees? Maybe
I'm not
Nasho
sure
is
why you
Nasho.
would be getting rupees manually at all this seed. Just deplete your bank.
I guess Nasho's seen TF Scrub, right?
I think so. Because we've been saying that Nath hasn't. Hence, they're not going back to Observatory for the fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
that's right.
absolutely
That's
would
how.
have fires.
Yeah, that's how we found out. Okay. Mini games for Nasho then. Haven't seen a town archery from either runner this seed. Don't think we have.
Can't recall. You're probably right.
We know treasure chest game is not it. Nath's got a PR trip to make now. Huh, first Honey and Darling for us too.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
Nath
is
looks for mini
rare.
games.
It's definitely been in play for a while.
Ever since Deku and Magic.
And even easier in play once the two different bows showed up.
Mountain Title Deed.
Won't be turning that
Yep.
one in.
Yep. Zora Hall is hinted foolish. Now it's gonna be town archery. While that's happening, Nath is making song progress.
But ultimately doesn't have any more progression than Nasho does, so not having the Zora isn't hurting Nasho so far. Aside from delaying when he gets the Zora Egg song that he will need. That's a good question. It can't be very many.
Well, Nasho could still do Keck Trial. That'd be a lot of time to invest in one check when Pamela is there. Has
Right
been
there.
Has been blatantly hinted by Clock Tower Roof.
Oh yeah, no, he can't deal with that. You're right.
Yeah. Still needs to turn in that Keaton. Oh, wow. Well. Nasho teaching all of us a lesson here. Minigames pay off. Captain's hat.
Just don't ever pick up Zora. That's a pretty good rule to follow.
Here we're gonna get Keaton Quiz. Well,
If Keaton
Oh,
quizzes lights,
didn't put on the Keaton mask.
just wanted the 4 rupees.
Headed to
Wait, going for the wallet? What? I don't know what's happening. I can't
Cycle.
figure this one out.
Cycle, collect supplies, go to graveyard. That's what Nash is thinking right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should have been apparent. Yeah. Get the bomb specifically.
Finally, the Therian completes eggs. What do we see? It's gonna be Lullaby or Elegy.
Yeah, I would think it has to be Goron Lullaby just because of the fact of Snowhead Temple healing being completely foolish.
It is Lullaby. Yeah, you're right. Good point. Because Goron comes from Pamela, and to do Pamela, you need healing. Yeah. Yeah, the Snowhead Temple Foolish will help our runners out here. Now Nath picking up Mikau.
Yeah. Zora on Pamela is the logical leap.
So Nasho about to acquire Elegy. Does not have
It's a
lighters.
very hotly contested Sphere Zero spot, Revan. Or not Sphere Zero, that's a lie. But early.
I mean, it came into logic 10 seconds into the seed, thanks to
Well,
hook on
this seed it may as
Edge.
well have been Zero, yes.
Yeah, all it takes for Observatory to be Sphere 1 is projectile, anti-projectile, or Deku. And there's a
Or
lot of those
Deku.
around. Or Deku and Magic. Well, no, just plain Deku. You don't even need Magic because there's a Deku flower right outside
Yep.
in front of the field.
It's my preferred way to get to Observatory.
So that's Elegy. Between our two runners, we have all the songs on Restream. I guess one saving grace for Nasho is that they don't have lights. They cannot complete ISTT and send Pamela away for the cycle.
Yeah.
It's picking up another healing check. This one Camaro.
Is this our first time seeing Camaro?
I believe so.
We should definitely get a bet going for lights.
Yes. Sounds like a capital idea for me. To me.
For
And,
you.
Camaro has explosive mice. If there were explosive mice on me, I'd be dancing a lot too.
That's the secret to Camaro's art. Explosive mice.
Alright, well, lights are not in Biobaba Grotto. Oh, it's still on the board. Still in logic for Nasho. The other icon I check that Nasho is delayed doing.
Oh,
Here we have it. Here we have it. Finally. Pamela time. That poor little girl has waited almost an hour of in-game time for her father to come back. Well, not quite in-game time. An hour of our time.
in real time. Wait,
And on the other end, Netherian entering Bomber's hideout. This leads to Observatory.
wait.
I go a little farther down for the peak here. It's wooden.
He didn't. He didn't go.
What?
He just played
What?
Storms.
What? What the? Pamela's not there, Nasho. That's Stone Tower. Pamela hasn't learned the Elegy of Emptiness. She just walks to and from the well entrance. She's a little girl. She doesn't have transformation mass to make enough clones of herself.
I
mean-
absolutely love that Nath's Astral Observatory is the music box music.
Well, I guess if she borrowed the Zora mask from her dad, then by competitive logic, she could. Yeah, she still doesn't have a hook shot. She'd have to go down to Clocktown and get it off the ledge. Ethereum has made the crucial observation. And now needs to secure captains and lights for go. Captains on town archery. Nath's in the right neighborhood.
Yeah, Clocktown cleanup is definitely the neighborhood that he'd be in doing observatory. But he is leaving.
Well, as it stands, Nasho cannot send Pamela away until they find lights. If they find lights in here, well, yeah, bad news, I suppose.
Real bad news if lights are in this temple. It's always bad news if lights are in this temple, but it's particularly worse today.
Alright, yeah. Nath's character has the knowledge. So Nath is able to just grab Eldergorn nice and quick on a feature cycle like this one. And that's new way for Nath.
Ooh, it's a big chest up there. It won't be lights though.
No, it will not be. Won't be FD either. That's in a cow.
That sure is in a cow.
Has that? I think this was the bomb bag. Yay. Nath will be happy to have that. Nath will be able to take a peek at Keg Trial now. We'll see if he acts on it.
He can act on it, so he might.
He might. But there's an open dungeon on the table now. One that's full clearable with the exception of the frog.
Should be 2 for Nath.
On the right side of the screen, Nasho going through normal STT the long way. Has to without lights.
Won't be getting too much further. Not without Zora.
Yeah, that stone mask on Lulu's ledge might have come in
What are
handy
we
in one of
doing?
the upcoming rooms.
Oh, okay. It's like, what's the tech? Death.
The tech is to walk out of Stone Tower, which is a good decision.
Almost made it into the hole.
Did Nasho remember Pamela? Okay, this is one of the most interesting bowling variants I've ever seen. This time it works out.
You
Good aim by
got it,
Nasho.
though. We're about to find out what Pamela is right now on Nasho's side.
Yes, yes, Katie Bean. We had Pamela at 1 hour, 1 minute. Hawktown Roof had required storms. And we had a battle elsewhere, therefore Pamela. Nath took a while to visit Observatory for the fire arrows, but now has a fully logical Great Bay Temple to dispose of. No, except for the frog. What a strange note that would be to end a suit on. But finally, Pamela is reunited with her dad, and Dad tosses away the Zora mask for us to pick up.
Dad's done with fish forever.
Nasha will now have GBT access and can do eggs to get that Goron Lullaby. Snow Temple's foolish, of course, so maybe you don't rush too far for that.
And we had Bank 3 today as one of our important items in West Clocktown. And we had Gossip Stones hinted as required, but we were able to get around that.
BTR for storms indeed. Every exclamation point is deserved, Bane.
Every exclamation point is correct.
Yeah, a Road to Southern Swamp title deed was IC for the other wallet, and that's how we knew that Gossip Stones having a required wallet meant Bank 3. Now we've got to save some of our exclamation point supply for the next seed.
We might even have to save some for wherever lights end up.
Yes, Nasha does have the advantage of having done Town Archery and getting that captain's hat.
We very much still have a race on our hands. And I'm sure both runners feel behind given the placements that, well, maybe Nasho less so. I feel like even though it's very heavily hinted where the Zora mask was, they might still think that, oh, that's potentially missable. The fire was on Observatory, less so. It will be a while before Nath goes to East Clocktown, I'm sure.
Cafe's mask could be a potential reason to entice runners to do town archery. I've not seen it yet, though.
And by
Also
a
the
similar
Keaton
token,
mask.
Couples Mask still hasn't been seen, I'm pretty sure.
Nasho never did do that Keaton quiz, right?
Nope. Slash the grass and left.
Ethereum did not visit the combat cows, so just has a razor sword. Reward is skipping wart.
And to explain to some in the audience who might not know what combat cows are, Reg cows had both the Gilded Sword and FD.
Those aliens were in trouble.
They were not taking the cows without a fight.
Did Nath skip Bobsky too? Yay, thanks to Season 6 there's a few extra checks in this final stretch of GBT. Okay, then yeah, Nath did get Bosky. I vaguely remember that now. Usually folks grab it on the first trip through before they head to the wart room. Big chest and lower water wheel chest.
We
There's
have a
life.
race. Nasho will not be far behind on the light arrows.
Yeah, as long as Nasho remembers the water wheel chest, that will be go.
Will Nath do town archery in the time that Nasho is collecting their eggs? That is the name of the race.
Nath has done Baby Zoras, but Nasho's done Day 1 Grave and Egos.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about Oath Egos, yep.
Light arrows and GBT.
Probably won't be a push to Snowhead Temple with it being foolish, but you might just want to get it out of the way for Prague, and plus, you're not going to get an Oath hint, unfortunately.
Yeah, Nath even had Great Fairy Sword, I remember now. And could have used it on Wart, chose to skip. It's a decision that, will pay off.
It's correct, but it's risky.
You're
And
telling
Nath
me.
definitely doesn't have that information right now.
Nasho trying to long jump their way over to the valve. Okay, they get it.
Nasho has been playing very thorough, so I wonder if they will go Wart first. Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Both runners skipping
Oh,
Wart.
I thought that was a fish.
If the fish is still in there, it's going to have to leave, but I believe, yeah, Nasho's cycled since then. Had a very creative rupee collection method involving Songwall and Dodongos. Nath has George the fight. Nath does not have FD. That is another advantage for Nasho.
Oh, they tit for tatted. They both hit each other. Oh, Georg got out of the way. Heck.
It has the disembark. Good iceless from Nasho. He is turning around.
It would be tragic if he didn't.
It would be. Nasho sees it.
Ooh.
Going up the hook.
Oh, that is safe. Okay. I was worried he fell off.
That's a munch.
That's a death.
Did Nath have a fairy? No. It's a reasonable swim back at least. Oh.
Oh, so he had a fairy. Past tense.
Meanwhile, Nasho has secured light arrows. That is go mode. Nath's timer is ticking. Just bet some of it on George. Here comes a reattempt for Nath. George does 2 hearts of damage per munch, so room for 2 mistakes.
Yeah, I think the nerves might be kicking in for both our runners here. As you're going over the two hour mark and you got 2 temples to do. Well, 3 temples. Sorry. Neither are done with Georg.
Yes, Nasho closing out execution on the trickiest temple of the lot. And FD is a pretty handy cure for nerves.
That's true. Nath would be able to get to FD if they're going to push the ranch cows. They still have time of day for it.
Let go of a smidgen too early. George gets a munch. Meanwhile, George goes down on Nasho's side. An efficient GPT clear from Nasho. Both runners skip warped successfully. All right. Yes, yes. Thank you, Sky. It is readout time. You are watching MMR's Season 6 Tournament Round 1 action between Ethereum and Nasho. I'm Fifth Whammy here in the booth with fellow commentator Chaotic Yosher. Thank you to Night Owl City and Sky for tracking. We would be very confused without you. And thank you to Alf and now Sky, who have both been handling restream duties. And thank you very much, chats, for enjoying this remarkable seed with us. We'd be very confused without you two.
Well, more confused than we already still are.
Nasho was confused for a little bit, but the good deed eventually prevailed. Pamela awarded the Zora mask, and Nasho rode at the lights and is now in go. Ethereum's time is ticking. Thinking about Snowhead at this point. The dungeon is foolish. The post-temple checks are not. Good left side skip from Nasho. A reminder that Nasho actually won 6 matches in the Season 5 bracket, including 5 straight and losers.
That's a good losers bracket run right there.
Yeah, Nasho's got plenty of real competitive experience. It's showing here. Wow.
That recoil flip is so slick. I love seeing that.
That was elegant. No GFS for Nasho, I believe. But Gilded Sword will still do very well against Gomez. Even squeezing in spin attacks, one more hit should do it. Nice Gomez for Nasho. It's trying for the pixel shot. Very small margin on this one. Gets it.
If you got your visual cues, it is pretty reasonable to pull off. But it is very precise.
Good displays attack from both our runners here. Nice that Snow Temple Foolish. Nath knows he can go mode this. Nasho, of course, can go mode the whole seed.
But Nasho does have quite a bit more stuff left to do.
Yes,
Between
one more
Egos
round.
and the eggs.
That's... Yes, I believe Nasho did do Egos via keg, no less. So it's just eggs now.
Oh, that's right. Kate Castle actually helped Nasho out a lot this time.
Eggs and Snowhut Temple. That's going to be it for Nasho after taking down Twin Mold. Oh. Missed jump for Nath. Can work back up.
I suppose when you know for sure that you're going to be collecting all your songs, Kate Castle isn't too bad.
Yeah, if you're prepped for it. You lose a little time. Since I had it open in this case, it could have been delayed, but I mean, when you don't have the song knowledge, it never hurts. Yeah, as it stands, Nasho would need 2 trips to Pinnacle Rock. That'll cost a couple extra minutes.
Ooh, I didn't notice they're only on 2 bottles, yeah.
Oh. Putting away FD and going for arrow shots. Lands 1. Huh, a hybrid approach. Good wizard for Nath.
Oh.
Yeah, it was magic Goron Deku in the West Clock 10 IC. Good shooting from Nasho. Fire arrow finishes it off. Many runners have a preference between FD and arrows. On Twin Mill, Nasho said, why not both?
Getting FD's aim to actually land is really tough. Sometimes it's not worth the effort. If you get a pattern from Twin Mold that looks good, it's probably better to pull out the arrow when you see it.
Alright. Nath opting for arrow quick kill seems to be on the right track for it. Hesitates until the forward momentum starts. That'll land goat at the best place. Good work, Natharian. Solid Snowhead Temple. And Nath will need all the time he can get. As Nasho commences eggs. There is a third bottle here. And yeah, grabbing this is probably faster than a repeat trip.
Definitely gonna grab it. That second trip to Pinnacle Rock is brutal.
Having 3 is even a slight advantage in interior too. Easier to string together hookshot room, guard room, and tank room. Misses the jump, unfortunately. A Smithy 1 pickup for Piece of Heart. Heads up thinking from Nath. Now to
If
check
you're already there, it's a good time to do it.
Nasho gets the third bottle. Goes to Pinnacle Rock first. Wait, Seahorses was hinted?
Apparently, and it had gold dust.
Oh. Oh, I wrote down Beaver Race twice on my tracker. That was the 8th always hint. Seahorse is dead for a bottle of gold dust. Some nice second-hand info for Nath there.
Really like to see a not required hinted golden dust.
Of course, Nath still really doesn't want to proceed beyond day 2, thanks to that lurking captain's hat. Also has the wrong time of day for town archery.
That's true.
Though it has not done Treasure Chest Game or Honey and Darling either. Or Deku Playground. We have not seen a Deku Playground today from either runner.
That's interesting.
We'll see if the minigame density tempts Nath here. This might be... yeah, Iconic Castle. This will be Egos for both. Necessary progression for Nath.
Is there much of the game that Nath even has left to do? I'm starting to think he might just only have down archery after this. Oh, did he not make it night 3? Well,
Right on you.
This isn't a good spot. Oh, actually, it is a good spot to do it, probably.
Yep, you don't get the transition cutscenes here.
I thought for sure that you did.
Deku Soldier. Here's a GFS Soldier. Yeah, with Nath still having Stone Tower left to climb, plus Town Archery, assuming he picks it up absolutely immediately.
He'll at least have time of day open up for it by the time he finishes the climb, but... Well, actually, he can't do the climb anyways, so...
Can't do the climb, so I guess you won't find captains in Stone Tower.
Might be doing Secret Shrine first, though.
Shrine is right here and has 5 checks. More requirements, though, item-wise, so it's maybe less likely to have something on average.
Love the way the day transition happened while he was in the sky.
Oh, the game put him back on the ledge.
As it must.
First trip to PF for Nasho. Still picking the PFE chest in case the 4th bottle shows up. And the Shrine play for an Etherean, we know will not pay out.
The only thing it'll give us is more bait. Possibly a bottle.
Yeah, Shrine is going to munch a few minutes. At which point, Nasho's first trip would probably be done. Nasho now has GFS. Big chest there. Huh, Bunny Hood. That was a long time ago. Haven't seen cafes, haven't seen couples, haven't seen Mask of Truth for Bremen. Not a lot of things left to put in a big chest.
It'd be Don Jero in the chest.
That's true. That would be pretty awful bait.
It would be pretty awful. Oh? Oh, I didn't hear the Wizrobe making any noises. I was worried.
Yeah, this is the one location where you've got to let Wizrobe do its phase transition teleports. Can't interrupt, or you could soft lock. Finally, Wart. Has GFS, has bombs. Our first ward of the day. Both runners skipped the ward in GBT. Worked out for them.
Neither runner would have known at the time that they were in go mode.
Nasho grabs 3 eggs from PFI, returning to the lab. Wants to bomb him down. Nice jump slash to finish ward off. Good display from Nath. Got shrine done. As Nasho turns in 3 eggs. Enough time.
Now
of day
where
has
were we going?
Where now? Where now? Clocktown.
That's the best outcome.
Yeah. Good shrine speed for Nath for sure. Down to Clocktown has 42 rupees.
Piet?
Did Nath ever do P-Hat?
I'm sure he did. No? Okay.
Well, GFS means 2 jump slashes take
Pretty good
P-Hat.
reason to go.
P-Hat, as we've known, is not it.
Now we're gonna get the land deed.
Yes. Don't remember if Nath saw this yet. Nasho did as part of a Southern Swamp sweep. And the final egg in sight for Nasho. Gets the scoop, gets the soar. We'll get the lullaby. We'll start closing out this seed. Back the clock 10 for Nath. Will the solve come? 95, enough rupees to do all the minigames. Gonna proceed clockwise.
Starting on the other side of town for where we need to be.
Guess there was Transformation Theory. I thought Nath picked that up.
I think Nath did the thing that I always do, where I go to Deku Playground and I end up in Town Ferry. because my autopilot takes over and does a bad job of driving.
Time to freeze frame for actor gravity to do its work. Captains is on town archery. It's got the right idea, even if the order isn't the best. Nasho plays Lullaby, force no temple entry. Nasho does not have the Beneath the Well Foolish on the tracker, but we never saw Gibdo, so not really needed. Lights were go for Nasho.
Oh, the final bow.
The third bow option this seed. Nath took Mystery Woods day 2. Nasho took Out of Logic bow on Kita.
Which was crazy to watch. It's impressive to watch Kita be done without bombs or bow.
Yeah, really novel tech on display. Don't see that every day here at ZSR. Bombers hide and seek. This will be a letter to Mama for Natherian.
2.5 hour bombers, love to see it.
This was in logic from 10 seconds.
I always forget that detail. This seed started off with hook shot, and that's not even remotely the most significant detail.
Yeah, last night's seed had Zora on straw roof, and the first 20 minutes in the booth was us figuring out where the logical projectile came from. It was Toilet
Right.
Hand. Toilet Hand had a bow. Right. Nasho going for the pixel shot, gets it. Let's take a few fine adjustments.
One thing can be said for sure. Bracket seeds are not holding back.
Yeah, the Deku Magic combo was available cycle 1. Nath had the bow, got plenty of other exciting stuff to do, like Woodfall Temple. Honey and Darling just slipped past. Yep, Nath picking up Bomber Kid. Next, treasure chest game. This will be wooden. And then finally town archery. Oh. Nasho's back to pixel shots.
Yeah, he got up there and then he fell down and voided, and he hadn't been through a door yet.
Oh, okay. Alright, so he's taking the second hook route here. There we are. FD was on cows. The combat cows were calling them today because they had Gilded Sword too.
The aliens were not going to get away with the cows today. It wasn't happening. The cows were going to fight back.
The other Murray.
They'll never see it coming.
We'll have 1 minute 30 seconds of real time to take out Wizrobe and Goat. Could manage it. Might have to invert just to be safe. There's Town Archery for Nath. Nasho swapping to GFS. Gilded would have done fine here.
It would have done a solo kill. A one shot.
Yes, Ethereum now in go mode. I'm not sure what Nath had left beyond Town Archery. Maybe that Ocean Title date on Keg Trial. There was sound check too. Nobody did sound check. That was on the table. Alright, Nasho did play the invert.
Oh, we did get an invert. I figured we had too much time on the clock at this point.
Pulling on FD, probably be Nasho's last menu of the seed.
Oh. That's the painful realization. I understand. Not having sticks is, well, and being out of magic? Dang.
Yeah, if you had a lot of magic, you could improvise with fire arrows, but nah, go for the sticks.
Yeah, you wouldn't have enough magic there for the 3 shots you would need.
Nasho dispenses with goat. So if things proceed, as we see right now, with Nasho headed to Majora with FD in tow, Nasho aiming to score the first upset of Season 6, proceeding to face the winner of the Real Reliable versus Sombre V. Ethereum will face the loser of that next match in the loser's bracket. Yeah. Nath setting up doubles. Yeah, between this and then the climb and then Twin Mole, that should burn enough time to get to midnight by the time you need to visit Clocktown. Yes, chat, these are best of one, but it is double elimination, so that there will be a lower bracket that Nath will drop to. Yeah. Yeah, Nath ran a respectable race today, but those fires slipped past, and then Captain slipped past, and tough to recover from missing both. So overall, we had some, interesting hinting today between the wallet puzzle and required storms for required Pamela. We got our money's worth of entertainment from this state today.
We sure did.
Yeah, the early excitement of Great Bay Temple, or not Great Bay Temple, Woodfall Temple. Yesterday's seed had Great Bay Temple early. But there was a lot opened, and it was, easy to let Town Archery and Observatory slip. It can be tough to recover if you're late to one of those, but if you're late to 2, ouch.
And I do think with Nasho's missing item for most of the seed being Zora, it definitely streamlined the experience for Nasho. Being
Chat,
able
I
to skip
believe.
out on a lot of Zora checks.
Yes. Yes. Doing Pamela late kind of worked out, strangely enough. Yeah, the chat, I believe theoretically a runner could stop and go to the moon trials there if they wanted to, and the stones would tell them where the masks were. I don't think you'd ever see that in a standard seed, because if you can get to the moon, you can get the Majora and win. But in the S6 presets, for instance, that would be relevant, and that is GG.
GG.
Yeah, I don't think anything was locked behind Zora except just raw progression.
Yeah, just the Goron Lullaby.
Official time, 2 hours, 39
Oh,
minutes, 18 seconds. Nasho will move on.
I guess the light arrows were. But our runners were synced up in that place to get it.
Oh. Yes, we're... Yeah, there's some post-game chats in the race room. Nasho says, the seed says Pamela. I never check Pamela. Exclaiming that in all caps. Well.
Well, he understood the assignment at least.
And that will be a DNF from Ethereum. Good effort today. We'll get a second chance in lower bracket.
Fantastic effort from both our runners in seeing this all the way through. Race could have turned any way at any point, I'd say.
Yes, I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't believe Nasha will be interviewing. Ethereum will be coming and joining us in chat, so we're going to get an interview.
Howdy.
Hello, Natharian. GG.
Yes.
Yeah, it bit of rusty, I think. I haven't played MMR in almost a month, it feels like, so I don't think rusty killed me. I think I just didn't check things I need to check.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah, fires captains in positions that were, easy to put off. Considering all the excitement in this seed early. I mean, what did you think of all the early hinting that we got?
I mean, the required wallet changed my route pretty early. Because we also had the West Clock down 3. That's why I was kind of pushing money early on, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be bank 2 or 3. It felt like one of those two. Ended up being 3. I probably didn't route money the best this seed, but I think it was... I want to make sure I didn't put it off. Other than that, let's see what else. There's Road to Southern Swamp 2, which I got to swap archery 15 minutes too late.
Oh. Yeah,
I thought it closed at midnight. It closes at 10. I always forget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
time of day.
most of the mini games are 10. Except for Final Day.
Yeah, I mean, just didn't do town mini games, which I don't think it was a bad decision. Just had a lot of other things going on in the seed.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that it wasn't LG on Egos, because I would have done all of Stone Tower both sides before I would have done town, but didn't matter in the end.
Yeah, that helped out a lot. You got Pamela at 1 hour, 1 minute, one of the fastest Pamelas I've ever seen.
I mean, you have storms hinted like important, so I mean, it's like the one thing. Because we had Clock Tower as 2-star since it was a single.
Indeed. Indeed, the shock rippled throughout the entire chat when Storms was revealed as the song. We all were expecting healing for that, 50 seconds or whatever. But yeah, a remarkable seed. Good performance from you.
Yeah, that death from
Yeah.
George was not the nicest. Obviously,
Yeah,
he
no
was
doubt.
patched the first time. Just couldn't get the hitbox. I mean, he was patched, obviously.
Yeah, he got away from real scummy tactics.
I wish I knew how the hitbox worked better because I was just like I always just wing it, and I've never like missed that badly on it before. That was like kind of crazy to me.
George has funny hitboxes in general, especially for doing it with FD, but the Zora barrier is almost as fiddly. Takes a lot of practice, and even then, he is still finicky.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you where specifically the hitbox is. I think of it as basically his mouth.
Yeah, like the front.
yeah. I think if I execute better, I probably finish closer. But that's what it is. Just a rough seed, and then just kind of skip things that had items. So that's how MMR goes sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, Nasho ended up delaying Pamela for a while, and we were all very confused, but it did mean that he did town archery beforehand, so was able to pick up those crucial light arrows before
I thought for sure
Zora.
Goron was going to be on Pamela from how it was shaping up. Well, you had like healing was, or you had Snowhead Foolish with Song. He had healing on the Blast Warp. You get Storms hinted, whatchamacallit, like important one. And it just screams Goron on Pamela, then ends up just being Zora, which I mean it's still good, but like Goron on Bang 3 is kind of mean, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It was
yep.
mean. It was mean. Both of you avoided Gossip Stones successfully. Because non-Goron Gossip Stones really is a pain.
Yeah, once my last importance was either the Sisters or Bank 3, and once you get that wallet in on the Swamp Title deed, then it it for sure at that point.
Yeah, especially with it being hinted in a different region with importance for sure.
Yeah.
Good work working out the logic. The second and third foolishes came very late.
I never even
We
saw the third
saw-
one. I just had Well
yeah.
and Snowhead.
Yeah, Nasho learned about the Zora Hall Foolish. You got the Beneath the Well Foolish. And
Where I assume it was in Ranch. I usually do Ranch pretty early to see in Seeds, but like I don't know what it was. I just put off Ranch for like ever.
If it doesn't happen in the first cycle, it sometimes just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think I was trying to wait for Goron, and then not sure that was a mistake. I didn't have anything like super important, obviously, but like it's what it is.
there was enough excitement out. Hawk Tower Roof really pushes you to get your first cycle done quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think yesterday we had Ranch Foolish, so nobody wants to ranch at all. And that's pretty natural, I suppose.
Not even for the hints? I'd still go for the hints.
I think they got all their ICs early.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you were missing an IC, it might be worth going to ranch, but that wasn't the case last time. But yeah, as it stands, you will still be in the tourney. You'll be in the lower bracket. Face off against the loser. Let's see here, the Real Reliable and Sombre V. whenever they play their match.
Is that one of
Yeah,
our
look forward to it.
Saturdays?
You'll get another chance. Yeah, be interested to see it. Good effort today. Looking forward to see what you can do next time.
I will say, one of my least favorite things about these settings is the fact that there's so much extra junk in the pool. I think I finally went 3 frogs and like 3 bottles of milk, and the Chateau Romani. Like, I actually thought I had the bottle like earlier, and then I realized, this is just the shop Chateau, not the bottle one.
Yeah, I saw in Restream, we thought it was the real bottle too. Nope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, one side effect is that you've got a lot more small gildeds that tend not to do anything for you. Maybe Chateau in certain circumstances, but otherwise, just a bit of clutters in the pool. My understanding is that Zoe is improving the code that determines whether chests will be gilded or not, so it'll depend on what's actually available in the save.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm excited to see stuff like that in future versions.
If I see if my choir is off, then it'd probably not like being like just junk chest. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be neat to see. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks for the restream. I'm gonna head out and get dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break myself. Thanks for dropping by for the interview. We appreciate it.
Yep, have a good one.
Yep.
You too.
And yeah, that'll close things out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Feel free to see us out, Sky.
Yeah, thanks for all our volunteers today. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll give a shout out to our runners, Nasho and Ethereum. Let's give a shout out to our commentators in the booth. We have Bith Whammy and Chaotic Yosher. Thank you guys so much. Tracking today, we had myself and Night Owl City. And a restreamer starting out was Alp, and then I finished it up the rest of the way. So, GG's everybody, thank you so much for the good job. Let me take a look at the upcoming matches.
We've got a bunch.
Yeah, we got a ton. On Saturday, we've got like 6. It's crazy.
We have 2 tomorrow, 2 Friday, 4 Saturday, unless more have slipped in since last count.
It's very possible.
I'm in the one tomorrow.
I'm also in one tomorrow.
At
Good luck, Yosher.
10 a.m. in the
Good
morning,
luck, whammy.
we have got Dodo versus Chaotic Yosher. That'll be Thursday, September 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight. Let's see. Mermy versus Fifth Whammy, September 11th, 8 p.m. We've got the other section versus Earl Weird, Friday, September 12th, 3 p.m. We also have Trev Person versus Sky. Sky, I can't remember their name. I'm sorry. Skystorm. Yeah, Skystorm. There we go. Katie Bean versus Neuronomicon. That will be on Saturday, September 3rd, 9 a.m. Also on Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m. we have Alf versus Death King. Following that, Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m. the same time, we have Ace Slayer versus Chopperman. And then Saturday, 5 p.m., Sonaholic versus E. Cola. And then next following Saturday on September 20th, 12 p.m., we have Marco versus Gratoffy. So we have got so much MMR content for you guys coming up. And I hope everybody had fun today. I'm going to go ahead and send this off. Everybody take care. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Bye, everybody.